Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't sell-
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Xingqiu village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Xingqiu, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Xingqiu and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Come a little closer.
Here to play.
Cool it! Frostbite.
Heep, hup. Heep, heep, heep.
Quite the find. I'll keep this close. Is this an answer from this world?
I wonder if he'd like it here.
The heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smithereen. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to pay off my debts. I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them, and now they're gone. It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked barely any copies of the first edition.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the...
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the
But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy...
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not.
Just who do you think you are?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master. This day... Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you...
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you?
Get a load of this guy. Just you and you, Chang. You're selling that core...
Oh, how the wolves prey.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please, just...
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this...
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but...
Hey, where are you going? We've still got
Now I can get back everything I lost.
You like reading?
Oh, amazing! I never saw...
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery!
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're...
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to... And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan, anyway. I still need to work out. Give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? I gotta hand it to the Goofball Clan. Would you like— Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball Clan? I meant Guhua Clan. That's what you—
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its
Quit quoting proverbs at me.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chen, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict.
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to look—
Rain outlines your fate.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Dodge this!
Blink!
Got me worked up.
Cool it!
No, my soul! Body and mind.
Dodge this!
Witness the power of Guhua.
Cool it!
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a fish. You won this round, but you better watch your back.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. But the confident demeanor of their errand, there must be a deeper level of collusion. He mentioned Gentry Maotai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe—
That idea works, but
Me? I have other things to look into.
you really have stuff to do?
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole—
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Fine, but as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an up. From now on, he shall be known as...
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. What's the hurry?
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior...
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet...
So, where...
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just any... no! I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiation. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will...
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's...
Thank you, thank you. May your business forever be blessed.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the... Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's get ourselves over to the... Seems business is booming at the Xingqiu kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal.
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis, but it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from...
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. You may suddenly find our goodwill
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream...
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress? You had other things to look into, as if you're some sort... When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your back...
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to say...
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know, my liege. For reasons that I cannot explain, there is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the
Ugh. This writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make head...
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the big... Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business. Having such big backing would be great and all, But are you sure they'd want—
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my— Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in—
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help—
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with the Wellings—
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can—
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Hey! Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this—
Can he actually read this thing?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need— Please take a seat here in Leo Li Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while—
Yay! Tasty snacks!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their— Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhuagik had—
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liu. That will put— Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be—
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up, but Liwa is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked there is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that. Finally, there is—
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Ching the—
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the cost.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out—
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other— Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Gotta hand it to Guhuagik. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the sellers in the city.
Hi, anything I can— You want all my core lapis? Well, that's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive. Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign— Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Thank you for your patronage.
Good day, my friend. Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnyan product. No, that I still have. Oh, too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No. All right, I'll do it. Clearly no shortage of... I should open stores.
You can't beat the atmosphere here.
Oi! Shh! All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can give all of it would be far more than you actually want. Feiyun Commerce Guild? Well, why, if it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line.
This is going well. Everything's so much easier when you've got stacks of... Hello there. Are you in charge?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Feiyun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core... As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so...
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 more on the rest of Liyue's...
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying...
All right. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times.
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent... If he asks, all we can do is mention your name.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several... I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, so maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should... Oh, thank you very...
That's that, then. Oh, yeah! We found... Make a note of the location. We'll send the Feiyun Commerce Guild to collect...
Windblade! Freeze!
Another one down. see. That guy said there were 5 cards in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Dodge this! What? You're open!
All fun.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make...
Done and dusted. Yeah! We make a great team. Now for the final stop on our Corlap...
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, you wouldn't know anything about...
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing...
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, but I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch, but Gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after...
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're...
Huh. Okay, then. My situation... But tell me, what on earth...
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. Anyway, let's get going, because...
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as...
You better believe it! We're the ones who've been doing all the work!
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed Divine Halberd and Ominous Sword, the way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with
And this is related to Gentry Melt's...
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out just...
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown?
Think about it. Gentry Maltsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find us. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't he hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic! Gentry Maltsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone, so regardless of whether it is revenge or a
So it was you! You...
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain...
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to... Was it not one of your own men who said, this isn't...
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the book, Master, if you please.
Time to act.
Cool it! Windblade! Disappear!
Body and mount.
Freeze!
Deuce.
Prepare yourself.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Oh, so sorry. How dies this?
No escape!
Can't run from death. Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue...
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off!
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only?
What are you saying? Master,
Then figure it out by...
Don't go.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you...
Thanks to this valiant young man?
My lord?
You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of...
Rats! I've been played...
Gentry Maltsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that you're... I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to...
You meddling swine!
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This...
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision.
Fine. Have it your way.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business and hope you will continue.
You? Funny speaking, book reading, guhua geeking, Xingqiu? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your...
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Maltsai in his place. A class... Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting. It's certainly one of my distinguished...
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua. Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when written... Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry...
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly...
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill. Repeat!
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged, I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The two of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, to have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is—
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy...
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Cheng the Ninth's palace, and not just a
reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire... I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the butt. Please don't say that. You have no idea. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's... Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains...
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Do people really look down on the Guhua Clan?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to it. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? What does it matter? Anyway, you want it. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token. My ore is sold, and my treasured... What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall...
Oh. Nothing. That little rascal surely isn't... I swear I'll reclaim my lost fortune.